So, time for another walkthrough. This time it's the Contact Warheads, which is a set of 5 holds. I think they're just under $50 for 5 holds. They're actually a large set. Same stuff from Europe, same stuff from Contact. You know, always super bomber. So we'll start. You can see we've had these on the wall because they're, you know, mint, fresh from the box, covered in chalk. First one, super flat back. Sanding's a little bit off, but nothing too bad. Inset screw hole, which is always nice. And as these are the Warheads, the Contact logo, which you can't see very well on this one, which is always an inset C, has the little flashes of the radiation symbol on them. This one you can see is obviously a massive horn, is for want of a better word. You can tell we've been getting our feet on them. Actually, really quite big. You can get 2 hands on this, you know, if you try really hard. We've had these up on the 45-degree wall, and when you're playing 45 degrees, you know, it's big here. 45 degrees, you're looking at a flat edge. So they're actually quite well thought out. It's like, okay, massive to flat edge, and once you run them over to a 60, sorry, you're still looking at a fairly good edge. All of the holes have this ingrained set of double lines across them. You know, it makes a nice aesthetic to the hold, but grip-wise, well, they add actually a little bit more grip to them. Not that they need them, because Contact holds are generally very, very grippy anyway. Number 2 is actually possibly the most Warhead looking one of the lot. It looks like the top of a bomb. No inset screw hole on this one, so you're looking at a great big, you know, I always say my hands aren't very big. You're looking at a great big double hand grab over slope. Now, we've had this on the roof, and you can hold on to this on the roof. You know, you're going to end up catching it, but you can hang on to it, and this is where the lines actually come in quite handy, because your fingertips just dig and grab a little bit more than, you know, normally expected. Number 3, again, you're looking at a great big, you know, oversized edge, nice edge, inset bolt, inset screw hole. Got the Contact logo, which you can probably see that we're better on this one because we've got it all chalked up from where we've been grabbing it. But this one has an extra special surprise. There is a slight in-cut on one side. When you roll the whole round, there's not much. You know, it's, you know, flat edge, 45-degree wall. You're looking at a big sloping edge, but you can get your hand around it quite well. But we had it up this way on the 45-degree wall, and we were catching it and then just getting our fingers just over the top. And it's actually really quite nice to hold. Tricky, but it's actually really, really nice. Number 4, which is kind of the odd one from the set, is a slope. Whichever way you look at it, it's sloping. You get it onto a 45-degree wall, and we tried to finish on a 45-degree wall like this and matching it, which is nigh on impossible without some fairly tricky footwork. It's actually a little bit of an odd one for the set. You know, all of them are either slopes or jugs. Well, okay, sorry. They're either slopes or jugs. We get that. 45-degree wall, no worries. 45-degree wall, no worries. 45-degree wall. You can't hang on this on a 45-degree wall. It's you know, possibly evil incarnate. It's the way it goes. It's an interesting hole to mix into the set. It's not a bad thing by any means, you know. But if you're buying for a steep wall, you know, it's, you know, 30, 45 degrees over, then this one is a great big foothold essentially. Unless you actually get it up into an angle like this, and then you can get onto it a little bit, but you use it as a bump. Like, I can't hold on to this. Chris can't hold on to this. You know, a bunch of people that have come around cannot hold on to this hold on the 45-degree wall. And when you read the review, I've said the holds are pretty good for every single angle up to about 60 degrees. These 4 are good for up to 60 degrees. This hold is good to up to about 30. So it's a real, you know, it's the black sheep of the family. It's not bad. It's still well shaped. It's got lots of grip. The edges, you know, give it to you. Nice flat edge. You know, pre-drawn screw hole. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a miss one for us. The last one on the set, number 5, again, you're looking at an in-cut, 45 degrees, you're looking at, you know, still a great big edge, you're not worried. Screw hold, flat backs, nice washers. This hold, I prefer this hold to this hold actually. This hold I actually feel, when we had it up on the roof, up on the little motivation volume, when you grab it, I was actually finding it was giving me a little dig in my fingers. You know, this isn't sharp by any means. It's, you know, it's round, it's got a nice contour to it. But for some reason, it really gave me a lot of trouble. Even Chris mentioned at one point that when we were climbing it, he said, "No, oh, that's a bit sharp." Well, actually, no, it's not sharp at all. But in certain angles, especially where we had it and we were grabbing onto it on the roof, it's just not round enough. The edge should be a little bit more round. You know, that's the one downside to it. But other than that, the holds have climbed really well. They're super grippy. Even when you see people climbing and they're saying they've got no chalk on their fingers, you don't see them falling off immediately because the grip on these holds is actually really quite superb. So this is the Warheads from Contact Climbing. We've seen how they've climbed. I lost the walkthrough, my bad, so I had to film it again. Good for pretty much any angle, except for this one. So I finished filming the walkthrough for the second time and realised that I missed this bad boy over here. It's actually the last hold of the set from the Contact Warheads. Great big, don't worry about it, hang off it jug. Flat back, we took it off and checked. Same dimples. You can get two hands on it without too much bother. Again, the same Contact logo. Nice inside things. You know, sorry guys at Contact, my bad. We did the walkthrough and then I realised that when we were climbing, Chris was hanging actually onto one of the Contacts. It's my bad for losing the thing. So that's the Contact Warheads. Good fun set of holds. A couple of little weird ones with identity crises in them. Enjoy.